Next up, we are off to Japan.
Lovely.
Pack your bags, off to Japan. It's very exciting. We have a tiny little bottle, cute little sample of Yamazaki whiskey. This was bottled to celebrate the World Cocktail Championships in Tokyo in 2016.
Okay.
Remember it well.
It's taken a while to get to us, but
yeah,
we've got it.
This nice little box gives a brief kind of overview, actually, because the actual label is all in Japanese. It says, this is a special single malt whiskey blended from selected whiskies of the Suntory Yamazaki distillery. We've selected American oak and Mizunara whiskies, aged over 18 years for the base, and blended Spanish oak whiskey, aged over 20 years, and Mizunara whiskey, aged over 30 years.
Wow.
You're writing all this down. It's quite a lot
Wow.
to embody the distinctive flavour of Yamazaki malt whiskey. You'll find the gentleness, thickness, and umami of Yamazaki malt whiskey, followed by rich sweetness and sourness, and spicy, lingering aftertaste.
Sounds wonderful.
What an introduction.
Yeah.
Japanese whiskey in general. What's your sort of experience?
I've not had a
been?
huge amount of experience, to be honest. Nika and various bits and pieces. Nothing of quite this build-up. This sounds like it's going to be pretty spectacular, but very popular.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in terms of, obviously it's hard to make sweeping statements about what whiskey from country X tastes like.
Yeah.
I'd say the typical I'm going to do it anyway. Typical characteristics of Japanese whiskey is that it's very light and just quite elegant and quite delicate and just beautifully sort of manufactured.
Yep.
This one, as the description says, has some nice older components in it.
Yep.
With some Spanish oak and Mizunara, the sort of Japanese oak, which is very expensive and very hard to get hold of. Have you ever managed to try anything with a Mizunara? It's a very few and far between.
I think I have. I'm going to say a Bowmore. I could be wrong. I think I've tasted a Bowmore with some finish and Mizunara, but no, it's the whole. I'm excited for this. Because it's quite new to me. So.
Yeah, I think it's tricky because, as the description says, it's probably a vatting of different casks.
Yep.
So when we're tasting it, if we pick up certain flavours, it's going to be hard to attribute that to one particular thing.
Yep.
So if it's sweet, we're like, what was that from the Spanish oak? Is it from the, Mizunara or whatever?
Yeah.
But it sounds like they've got some really great components which will be fantastic individually that have all been brought together. So
sounds like it's a big dram to be putting in a cocktail as well. That's what's coming to mind.
I don't know. I hope they didn't let the bartenders get their hands on it. But it's it should be quite something. So we'll open this up and see.
Yeah, of course.
See what it's all about. Of course. Screw cap.
It does look
cheap rubbish.
Experimental. It does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a laboratory sample or something, isn't it? It's cool.
Thank you.
Right. Honestly, even before picking it up, it's very fragrant.
You get it straight away. Yeah.
And it's really, I don't know, it's very delicate. It's quite...
Perfume.
Yeah.
Perfume. I would say floral perfume, summery or spring into summer.
I mean, it smells delicious. It's very kind of, it's easy to say with Japanese whiskies, but it does smell exotic.
Yep.
I'd say there's some like tropical fruits perhaps in there. There's maybe some pineapple, maybe, really sweet and juicy on the nose.
Mango fruitiness. There's a huge amount going on there. But it's like a wall of
that smells unbelievable.
Wow.
I think this is probably the best smelling whiskey I've ever noticed. It's genuinely
statements in the room here.
I mean, we tried Pure Scott earlier, and that was probably in the top three. But this is
it's been a good day.
Smirks from around the room. But this is unbelievable.
It's pure. It's almost dessert-like. It's so. There's, as you say, there is the tropicalness. I'm getting a lot of mango in there, but I'm also getting that rich nose that you might get from like almost a sherry bomb. But it's it's a refined sherry bob, if there is such a thing.
That's I mean, it reminds me a lot of hibiki, like older hibiki, which is a blend of Yamazaki and Hakushu single malts with some Japanese grain in there as well. And that was very floral and fragrant and sweet and just delicious. This has a lot of similarities for me.
Even slight like cinnamon notes in there as well. There's just so much.
Yeah, it's mad. The other thing I've just noticed, 48%. So it's
really?
not. It has got a fair whack to it, and usually whiskies of that strength, you know, if you nose it too kind of intently, sometimes it will actually this is quite strong. But this one, I just want to keep going.
Yeah. I'm actually not even. I can wait to drink this.
Yeah,
it's.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, let's go all on. But yeah, let's give it a try. As the description says, there's some up to aged 30 years components in there. Some Spanish oak, some Mizunara, so yeah, loads to unpack. So shall we, let's give it a taste.
Yeah, of course.
See what's going on. I mean, it's excellent.
It is coated the entire, so viscous, my mouth is folding in on itself.
Yeah.
It is. It's still going. Finish is
I'm picking up more of those like tropical fruits, like almost like grapefruit bizarrely coming through on the palate. It's just sweet. Where it's
so sweet. That's what I mean. It's sweetness with tropical, with slight bits of it is spice, but a subtle spice. Not because it's aggressive, but because it's like a cinnamon spice. I'm honestly getting that cinnamion vibe in there.
Which is probably from the Spanish oak, would you say? Kind of Spanish European oak, often does give that sort of tannic quality.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, so much to it. I doubt there's many people left who dismiss Japanese whiskey as this will never be as good as Scotch, but this can compete with absolutely anything.
Oh, anything.
Yeah, so much to it. I'd say the nose for me was unbelievably good. The palate is very good.
Nose is unbelievable. Palate doesn't disappoint. 48%, but it's like drinking.
Dangerously drinkable.
It's honestly, it is unique though. When you as I say, I've not tasted much Japanese whiskey in my time, and what a one to kind of to venture into with.
Yeah, not all as good as this.
But that is so unique. As I say, the variance of flavours going on there, but how well put together it is. It's not like you're going all over the place and you're thinking, oh, these don't match. They complement each other incredibly well. And it's spectacular.
Yeah,
absolutely spectacular.
Balanced. I think, Scotch whiskies, when they have this much flavour to them, often it comes across as quite raw and quite rugged and quite beastly, if you like. This has as much flavour as some of those malts, but in a completely different way.
Pure harmony, definitely. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, no, it's a great jam, and it's obviously a tiny little bottle from years ago, so I'm not even sure if there's much of this left, but it's a great chance to try it, and I'm delighted we opened it.
Absolutely. No, thank you for sharing that
pleasure.
with me.
No, it's an absolute stunner, and I'll be taking this home, I think.
Perfect.